Welcome to our Bellroy Phone Case 3-card review. I've been using this phone case for the past 6 months. It has been protecting my iPhone 13, as well as a few cards and some cash. And I got a lot to say. Be sure to stick around to the end of the review where I'll go over the overall pros and the cons, so you can know exactly whether or not this is the phone case for your phone. First off, let's start with the gist, like what is your deal phone case? This is a phone case made from a company called Bellroy, and I'm a big fan of Bellroy. We have reviewed a ton of their products, including backpacks, slings, wallets, and everything in between. And one of Bellroy's calling cards is their use of leather, on top of also having super minimalist gear that's also quite functional. And then sticking with that leather thing, this phone case is also leather. It's lost the leather smell in the past 6 months, but it is leather. And like lots of Bellroy products, it comes in lots of colors, not just like black or a dark blue, but there's also currently like a forest green and a caramel version available, so you should be able to find a color that matches your colorful personality. But the real calling card is the fact that this phone can hold your cards. 3 of them to be exact. Okay, let's talk about the outside of the Bellroy Phone Case 3 card. And while I'm a huge fan of this phone case, the outside will basically have all the things that I don't like about it, which is just kind of one thing, which is the wear and tear. As you can see, I've been using this guy for 6 months now, and it has gotten beaten the up. Really what I learned is that this leather is very fragile. It's very sensitive. You can see on all the corners and the edges that the color of the leather has completely rubbed off. And you can see on other various parts of the phone case that the color has also been chipped off. Now I have the navy blue color, which means that it's not black. So if this was black, you probably definitely wouldn't notice it quite as much as you do with a non-black color. So that's something to be very aware of if you're thinking of like getting like the caramel or like a pink one or whatever brighter color you might be interested in, because then this wear and tear is going to be super obvious. So yeah, it's a very fragile material, but it should be noted, I live a sort of rambunctious lifestyle. I drop my phone, I throw it around a little bit. I'm not super careful, so if you're a little bit more protective perhaps over your phone and your phone case, it might not get as beat the up as mine got. But keys, sharper objects, anything, if it grazes against this super hard, like you're gonna get a mark. And as somebody who has dropped my phone on more than one occasion with this case, as you can see, my phone not cracked. And also on the occasions where I did drop it, the magnetic wallet stayed closed, so my cards didn't go flying all over the place. It's definitely got a great functionality in terms of that. How shockproof it is, I'm not sure. I don't know like how many feet you can drop your phone with this case on it, but in my experience, so far so good. We've got Bellroy's logo right there, super subtle, super discreet, playful, the way that Bellroy always does it. And like I said, I have the iPhone 13. This version perfectly fits my iPhone. The camera has never been compromised. It's just a perfectly fitted case. Same thing with the buttons. Access to the side button to turn the volume on and off has been delightfully easy. And same thing with the volume buttons and the power button. The functionality is flawless. And I've used a lot of different phone cases in my day, and this is just, it's been an amazingly smooth experience the whole way through. But now, let's get to the good stuff, the actual card holder itself. You might be asking yourself, Aaron, is it functional? Is it awesome? And it is beyond all of those things. It's so freaking great. I've tried a lot of phone cases that have like a wallet integration, and none of them nail it the way that this phone case does. Because it maintains its slim profile, it doesn't add really any extra bulk, and this magnetic opening and closing is just an absolute joy to use. It's pretty simple, you're just walking around, you go to a 7-Eleven, you wanna grab a Gatorade, one of these, one of those. I mean, it's pretty magical. As the name insinuates, it can hold up to 3 cards, and it can perfectly. For me, I like to do 2 cards and a little bit extra cash just in case. Easy to open and a nice tight closure, so you feel the extra sense of security, like your cards aren't gonna fall out, this isn't gonna open. It's not. You've got a nice little ledge right there, and once you just sort of get the placement of that, it's just super easy to find and to get open and to just sort of let it close. The inside material is like a velvety, carpety sort of a feel. It's really nice. It's got a premium sort of feel to it. So, you know, your credit cards or your ID or your cash or whatever you're putting in here, it's just gonna be nice and safe and snug, and it's a nice feel to sort of touch it. You know, it sort of adds to the sensation of owning this because it doesn't come at a cheap price tag, which we'll talk about the price in a little further in the review. Let's get inside. Taking the phone case off is not too hard. It's pretty easy. And now we're inside. Ooh, that premium velvety material. I love the color. It's royal. It's a plum-like color. It's just really nice to the touch. Yep, it feels really nice. You know what else feels nice, Margaret?
Hitting the like button.
Hitting the like button. Try it. It feels great. It should be noted, I can't find the weight of this on the Bellroy website, but it doesn't feel too heavy. Margaret, what do you think? Is this heavy? Margaret thinks it's a little heavy. I don't think it's too bad. It's probably slightly heavier than other phone cases that I've used that were just plastic, like cheaper ones. You have to understand though that leather is a bit of a heavier material, right? And there's a bit more construction going on this with the magnetic closure, so that is going to add a little bit extra weight, but in my experience, it's negligible. I haven't noticed it, but if you're trying to keep your phone and your phone wallet as light as possible, it's not heavy, but you might notice it. Now, inside the phone case, we've got 2 storage compartments, and this is pretty cool. Storage compartment number 1 is for your SIM pin, one of these guys. And storage compartment number 2 is for a backup SIM card. I love these 2 storage options. Because the truth is, you just never know when you're gonna need one of these guys. And it's always nice to have, especially if you're traveling internationally, you gotta switch SIM cards in and out. I went to Thailand and Indonesia recently. I had the SIM card pin in there, just popped it out, popped it back in, good to go. And it's lightweight, you forget that it's even there until you need it. I like solutions like that. And then if you're traveling internationally and you need a backup SIM card, like I always do, you can just go ahead and use the actual pin to take your SIM card out. I don't love the system of taking the SIM card out. I wouldn't say it's super simple, but it's simple enough. I guess it's important to keep the SIM card nice and tight to make sure it doesn't get lost, but it takes a little finagling to get it out. But it definitely works. And to put it back, nice and easy, just go ahead and slide it in, piece of cake. Same thing for the pin. Just go ahead, slide it right in. And that's it. Let's talk about the pros and the cons. Pro number 1 is just going to be the insane awesomeness and functionality of this card holder. It is an absolute joy to use. Pro number 2 is going to be the premium look and feel of the materials. And pro number 3 is that even with those premium materials, right, the leather and like this velvety material and the magnetic closure, Bellroy did a pretty good job of keeping it pretty lightweight. But let's talk about the cons. Con number 1, this dude is pricey. Right now it's running about $75 US. It's a pretty premium, expensive phone case. And con number 2, pretty obvious, the wear and tear that my phone case has gotten. I think that if you're like me and aesthetics aren't a huge selling point and you maybe get the black one, you probably won't even notice it. But if you're someone who likes your like looking super fresh and super clean, this might not be the best option for you. So if you've evaluated the pros and the cons and you're like, yes, I am getting that, you have convinced me, then we do ask that you use the first link in the description, that link right there. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support our Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you so much. But perhaps you're not quite sold on the Bellroy Phone Case 3 card and you're looking for some alternative recommendations. I got your back. Alternative recommendation number 1 is for you if you're like, dude, I'm totally feeling the Bellroy vibes, but I wish that the wallet was detachable. Good news for you, Bellroy has this exact product. It's called the Bellroy Mod Case Plus Wallet. It still uses Bellroy's premium leather materials, but the wallet can detach. Take a look at our full review. You can find it in the description below. Alternative suggestion number 2 is if you're like, dude, I love premium phone cases, but I'm not sold on the whole leather thing. That wear and tear is gonna piss me off. Check out Peak Design. Peak Design has done an entire range of mobile cases and mounts that include wallets and chargers and all this cool stuff. It's a whole modular ecosystem. To learn more about the Peak Design wallet phone case, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. If you enjoy this review, the best way to show us a little bit of love is just to hit that like button. And if you love gear, whether it's wallets and phone cases or backpacks, we review all of it. So if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified anytime we go live with a new review. And also let me know in the comments, do you own this phone case? If so, I want to hear your experience. Has it gotten as beat up as mine has gotten? Are you as obsessed with the functionality of this wallet as I am? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. My name's Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll see you next time.